Hello, my name is Bec. I'm therapist at Natural Creative Therapy and Counselling. One of the most common questions that I get asked is, what is art therapy? Art therapy is not the new kid on the block. It is certainly more an alternative and integrative type of therapy, part of the allied health and complementary health system and industry. Art therapy, first and foremost, is not about what you make. It's not about having a beautiful piece at the end. You don't need any artistic flair. In fact, sometimes that can get in the way of art therapy if you are particularly creative or have gifts in that area. Art therapy is simply a way for us to non-verbally explore what it is we're exploring in life. So very often we get caught in cognitive and verbal expression of self. We think about how we feel, we think about why that is, we talk about our problems, we ask for advice, we listen to advice. You can see the pattern here, it's all happening in the head. Art therapy is just a modality to engage the body and body awareness into what it is the body has to say. Emotions are basically energy in motion in your body. So although the brain, is involved, we quite often limit what's happening to us as thoughts in our head without exploring what the rest of the body has to say about that. And if you've watched any of my other videos before, you'll know that a lot of our behavior is unconscious. It's not something that we cognitively intend to do. Our behavior is more about patterns and learnt coping mechanisms throughout life that we've just learnt to respond in that way. So art therapy is about muting the verbal expression and the conscious thinking self and just understanding what it is you're experiencing in a new way. So it's about privileging that unconscious material that I talk about. So as the therapist, I would give an art directive that is related to either your therapeutic goal or what you're expressing to me at the moment you would like some new light and clarity on. I'm constantly amazed at how much insight, even from the very outset, when someone comes in and they've not done art therapy before, and a really simple directive is given and we explore it for the first time ever, I'm always floored at how much insight and clarity can be gained from looking at what's been created from different perspectives and gleaning what information is already there that we weren't seeing before. So I hope that has given you some clarity on what art therapy is. Maybe I can talk about some of the different mediums. So the most common art mediums that we use are oil pastels or chalk pastels, which are like, both of them are kind of like crayons. One's more oily and one's more chalky. Pencils and textures are always optional. They're very readily available. Sometimes we can use clay or modeling clay. We can use sand. We can use paint. Construction, so having lots of craft materials on the table and making something that's 3D. We try and stay away from recreating words or doing free association and writing and things like that. We really try and get a feel for a medium that is either congruent with what you're experiencing or incongruent, so that we can search why it is you're having frustration with that particular area by using a certain medium. I think that's about it. All my art therapy sessions are 60 minutes. You can have 90 minutes, but I would certainly recommend 60 minutes to start. And if it's something that you're curious about, I would certainly recommend booking in. It is really, really eye-opening and a really great way. If you've seen psychologists and counselors before and you feel like you're telling your story over and over again and you're just sort of stuck in this repeat, and looking for answers, the answers are within you, and art therapy is a really great way to do that. So I hope that's given you a snapshot of what art therapy is about and what I love to do and why I'm doing what I'm doing. If you'd like to book in, as always, the link is here. But if you have some more questions or I haven't quite covered the topic for you, I'd love for you to comment and let me know. I believe in lifelong learning and that none of us ever get to the end point. So I'm always learning and I'd love to hear from you. Do you have any other questions? Do you have questions about the medium to use? Anything at all? I'd love to hear from you. Hope this video was useful in some way. Thanks.